Hi guys. So I'm not sure what happened, but I know that God heard us. So we're definitely not going to do that all over again. So welcome everyone that's coming on. Tonight we're going to get into questions and answers. And so please send in your questions so that I can answer them. I just want to talk a little bit about the live that I did. Was it Tuesday or Monday? I believe it was Monday. I did a live with my husband, and I did it actually on the Vagina Lady page. And if you're not following the Vagina Lady page, please do so. We do some things there that you would never necessarily see on the Cosmic Woman page. And I really don't want you guys to be left out at all, okay? So in this particular live, we spoke about two products. The first product was vaginal steaming and what that does for you, not just from a period standpoint, making it better, making it an easy breezy period, but we also spoke about it from a sex standpoint and how it can enhance sex and how it can stimulate the vagina in a way that the penis also becomes stimulated, and of course then everybody wins. We also spoke about yoni eggs and how we can use yoni eggs to insert and then have sex with the yoni egg, how that helps to tone the vaginal muscles, and also how it changes the texture of the actual walls of your vagina so that there is more gripping, that gripping thing that of course the penis enjoys, and then of course, you know, we as women would also enjoy that, right? Because it's like a domino effect. If you have never tried either, I really suggest trying both of them, not at the same time of course, but just differently, so that you can see what works for you and how it works for you, what is different, what is better. I've literally never heard of a woman that has tried either one and had sex and had a bad experience. This is definitely literally a win for you, okay? If you are interested in vaginal steaming, which you can do at home, if you're anywhere in the world, if you're in Jamaica and you want to come to our office to do so, that is also an option. And also when it comes to yoni eggs, you can go on our website and purchase, or you can come to our office and of course look at them and purchase there as well. No matter where you are in the world, remember, when it comes to reproductive health, when it comes to maintaining the reproductive system, it is important for us to go out of our way. It's the way we show self-love. It's the way we show self-care, okay? Nurturing ourselves. We ignore ourselves every single day, worrying about everyone else, worrying about how they are, how we can help them, what we can do to fix and change and heal. But we always forget about us, you know, between the work, the children, the husband, the boyfriend, the mother, the father, you know, the person at work that had a really bad day. We sit down and we think about all these things and wonder how we can fix, but we're not thinking about how we can fix ourselves. And these two ways are great ways, not just for sex purposes, but for healing the reproductive system, healing the vagina, making it be the best version of itself. Because remember, our vagina has moods. She has feelings. And so when we ignore her, or when we don't stimulate her, or when we don't treat her well, she reacts. And usually she reacts negatively. And then you find that we have an angry vagina. And the angry vagina is the yeast infections and the BVs and the fibroids and the cysts, the PCOS, the endometriosis. That is the reproductive system angry, okay? The polyps inside the uterus or outside of the uterus. The periods that don't come. The periods that come way too often. The vagina is angry. The reproductive system is angry. So give to self. Love on self. Treat her good. It's the only one you're going to have until you leave this earth. It is time that we show her everything that she needs, all the love, the care, and the nurturing Okay, guys, so please love on her, talk to her, touch her, let her know that you love her. Really, really important. Really important. So I have not seen any questions that have come up so far. Everybody is kind of just tuning in. So again, guys, if you guys have any questions, just please put them out. Let's talk a little bit about hormones until some questions come up here. A woman will text me and she will say, I have hormone issues. What should I do? And it's really hard for me to tell you what to do if you have hormonal issues because I don't know what the hormonal issues are. Is it that your estrogen level is high? Is it that your estrogen level is too low? Progesterone high, progesterone too low? Is it that your testosterone level is too high? All these hormones usually fit in some type of condition. May it be that they're abundant or they are not enough or deficient. Okay? So I want you guys to really get an understanding of what is going on with you. If you suffer from PCOS, cysts, fibroids, or endometriosis, your estrogen level is too high. If you suffer from high testosterone, meaning you have hair growing on your chin, you have hair growing on your nipples, you have hair growing in manly places. If that is the case, then your testosterone level is too high. If you're trying to get pregnant and your testosterone level is too high, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be ovulating because high testosterone almost tells you you shouldn't be ovulating. These eggs should not drop from these ovaries because the testosterone level is too high. Okay? Someone's asking, my cysts stop my period. How can I regulate that? Okay, so I'm assuming the cyst is on your ovary, okay? And if your cysts are on your ovary, it means that your ovaries are sick. They're not working the way they should. And as I've said before, cysts, there's nothing healthy about them, okay? Some have blood in them, some have pus in them, some have blood and pus in them. And so when you have a cyst issue, especially when the cyst is on the ovary, we have to heal the ovary. We have to make sure that the ovary in itself is healthy. And there are a few things we can do for that. Number one, we can use vitamin C. Vitamin C is amazing for the ovaries, right? You can take anywhere from 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams daily, just depending on how many cysts are there around the ovary. I also suggest evening primrose. Evening primrose is fantastic as well for the ovary, okay? For making sure the ovaries are healthy, for anything to do with cysts. If your period is not here, if it's not coming, another thing that you can do is you can use red maca. Red maca is great for regulating the period. Okay, amazing for regulating the period. You can also use our hormonal oil blend. At Cosmic Woman, we have a hormonal oil blend that helps to regulate the period. So if it's that the period isn't coming, if it's that the period comes too often, that also is a great thing to use. So if you suffer from cysts, contact us and we can definitely give you the red maca. Please, not the yellow, not the black. You need the red maca, okay? So if it just says maca alone, that is not what I want you on. I want you on red maca, okay? I also suggest vaginal steaming. Castor oil treatments are also really great. If that's something that you're interested in, that is a detox. It's always great to detox, not just oral detox, but also from a topical level detox. When we find that we do both, we get the results even quicker, okay? How do you get rid of high testosterone levels? Okay, so with high testosterone levels, that is something That a lot of the products that I mentioned earlier can also help, okay? Evening Primrose can help, Red Maca can help. We have a oil at Cosmic Woman called the Hormonal Oil Blend, and this is a topical oil where you rub in the palms of your hands and the palms or the bottom of your feet. Now these are the largest pores in your body, okay? This is why we put this there. You can also put it on your spine as well. Okay, I really suggest using those things. Evening Primrose is also something that you can do, and I definitely recommend detoxing, not just the blood but also the liver. So any detox that you're doing, make sure it also helps to detox the liver, because guess what, the high testosterone is in the liver. Okay, it is sitting there, the excess. And so you definitely want to make sure that if you're doing a detox, it is also detoxing your liver. Is it possible for a female to have a tight outer vagina, the entrance, but slack inner? It is possible. That definitely is possible. And if that is an issue for you, I really suggest vaginal steaming. I suggest vaginal steaming once a week, actually, okay? Just to help that tightening. I'm not sure if there's any other issue going on, like if there's a lack of wetness or anything like that. If it is as well that your entrance of your vagina is tight, when it comes to sex, I would definitely say take your time. Make sure he uses his fingers or you use your fingers before he enters the vagina with his penis, okay? What do you recommend to get back your sex drive at 25 weeks pregnant? Okay. All right. So when you're pregnant, unfortunately, there's not much that we can do about things. Okay. The hormones are all over the place. Of course, you have this bundle of joy in your abdomen, or your uterus, I should say. And we have to think about the baby first. A lot of women lose their sex drive during pregnancy. It is a very small percentage that their sex drive enhances, right, and becomes more. But for the most part, it's usually less. It was the less for me as well. As a matter of fact, what I find is that when I am pregnant, I do a lot of masturbation. So it's not necessarily maybe that you're not horny or turned on. It could just be that you do not want penetration. Okay, and if that's the case, then that doesn't mean that you still can't do fun things, and not just by yourself but also with your partner. Okay, so he can please you in different ways. If it's oral, if it's like oral sex, if it's that he's using his fingers to stimulate your clitoris, if it is that you're using a vibrator over the clitoris, or on the lips of your vagina, or anything like that, or a rabbit or a bullet or a whatever it is that vibrates. Okay, that's something you can think about as well, right? Orgasms are great to have during pregnancy, before pregnancy, after pregnancy. It is really good release. So I do want you orgasming. You just need to find out what's the best way for you to orgasm right now, okay? If your significant other is stressed out because they want to release themselves and they're tired of backing them fists and giving themselves, you know, that type of pleasure, then be involved. Be involved. Okay, turn on some porno if you need to, watch it with him, help him stroke his shaft. You can also, you know, give him blowjobs. Get creative. Okay, this is the time to get creative, because if you're pregnant now and you think your libido is low now, wait until that baby gets here. When that baby gets here, it's a whole nother story. Baby's crying, your nipples are sensitive, they're leaking, you're tired. That is when you're definitely not going to want to be having sex. So don't put him through that. Don't put him through the 9 months, 10 months of barely any sex or any kind of sexual stimulation. And then after, you know, the first 6 weeks, once you've delivered your baby, you can't have sex anyway. So that's a whole nother other almost 2 months that he's going to have to wait. So get creative. Think about it. Sit down. Talk to him. I really suggest that. Tips to conceive with PCOS to avoid IVF route. Okay, so PCOS comes in different forms. It comes in different fashions. I say that all the time. And so it really depends on what the PCOS issue is, okay? If it is just the fact that your estrogen level is high and you have cysts around the ovary, then I would recommend you doing things for your ovaries, like the evening primrose and the vitamin C, okay? I would also suggest making sure that you cleanse. Cleanse that helps with the liver, okay? Because again, the high estrogen level is affected by what? The excess amount of estrogen that's in the liver, okay? With some PCOS, it also comes with high testosterone. So you're going to want to do double. You also should probably try the hormonal oil blend, and also the hormonal tea. Okay, that would be a great thing for you to do as well. What can you use to stop long spotting after period? Okay, I would always say vaginal steaming. Remember guys, your period really should only last 18 to 24 hours. So when you have the spotting after the period, that's still your period. It's still your period. Don't be fooled. I don't care if it's brown, I don't care what color it is. If you're still having some form of blood spotting, 1 spot, 2 spots, 10 spots, 6 days, 7 days, 10 days after the actual heavy flow, that is still your period. I suggest vaginal steaming. When you start to get like this spot, and it's not flowing down, and you realize, oh my gosh, 6, 7 days are gone and I'm still spotting, I would like you to steam during that time. Okay, steaming during that time is really going to help to shorten the period. I also suggest changing your pads. Okay, change your pads, change your tampons, make sure that they are natural, because most tampons and pads, the brand names that we know, okay, have chlorine bleach in them, they have pesticides in them, they have plastic in them, some of them have fragrance in them. Okay, and because of that, it is going to make your reproductive condition worse. So that is something you can also look at as well. Is ovulation pain real? It can be. Now, for some women, they feel nothing and they don't even know that they're ovulating. For others, they feel a little cramp or they feel a little turn, right? A little wheel kind of turning. And for some, unfortunately, they actually have pain. When I suffered from adenomyosis, my periods were horrible. I hated my periods. I was stressed out just knowing that it was coming. But what was worse for me was ovulation. I didn't just have pain in my abdomen during ovulation. I had leg pain. I felt nauseous. I mean, I was a hot mess during ovulation. So yes, that is something that's real. And if that's something that's happening, you want to focus again on your ovaries. Really important to focus on the ovaries if during ovulation you are having pain. Not slight discomfort, but pain. Does vaginal steaming help balance hormones? So I'll tell you, I don't think so. Okay. Now, if you're doing a vaginal steam with an oil blend, like Cosmic Woman's oil blend, then yes, it can help with balancing your hormones. Because again, guess what it's doing? It is using an aromatherapy to help balance the hormones. Okay. But if you're just using the regular herbs, throwing it in wherever, pouring the hot water on it and sitting on it, 9 out of 10 times, it is not balancing your hormones. How do you tell which of your hormones is off, and what are the different signs and symptoms? Okay, so you can tell your hormones are off from a few different things, okay? Number 1, your period doesn't come, or your period comes too often. Right? You can also tell that your hormones are off because of how you feel during your period. Nausea, cramping, breast tenderness, all these other things, right? Those things let us know that the hormones, unfortunately, are not balanced. The more easy breezy your period is the more you know that your hormones are balanced. The more issues you have during your period is the more you know that, guess what? Hormones aren't balanced. Okay? And then of course, if you're having the hair growth and that type of thing, you know that that's an issue as well. What do you recommend for occasional vomiting and excruciating pain during your period? Okay. If you're having vomiting, if you're having excruciating pain, there is a reason for that. There is a hormonal issue, but not just a hormonal issue, but a digestive issue. Okay? So you want to make sure you're fixing your digestive system, not just the liver, okay, but the entire digestive system, because you should not be vomiting before or during your period. Your period should not be having any, you should not have excruciating pain before, during, or after your period either. Okay, so I definitely suggest looking into your digestive system and also balancing your hormones. The hormonal oil blend in Jamaica is $3,000, and I believe in the US it is $20, I believe. How early can you experience pregnancy symptoms? Depends on how in tune you are with your body. I know when I become pregnant, I know before I even take the test, before I even miss a period. I know. I can tell the way my belly button feels inside. I can tell the way I feel when I'm having sex. It's just very obvious. Red maca can definitely help to balance the hormones. So if you suffer from cis, I would recommend going on red maca because, of course, it helps to balance the hormones. The castor oil treatment can be done 2 to 4 times a week, okay? I try and do it, well, I haven't done it in the past 2 weeks, but I try to do it at least twice a week if I can. And that is for maintenance purposes, not because I'm trying to treat a condition. So yeah, I would definitely suggest 4 times a week if you're treating something. If you suffer from HPV, there are a few things that you can do, okay? I definitely suggest making sure that your immune system is healthy. And for your immune system to be healthy, your digestive system has to be healthy. So with the HPV, now you have to look at not just reproductive, but you also have to look at digestive. You have to look at immune. You want to clean your blood. Okay, I would definitely suggest that. I also suggest using silver, colloidal silver. That would be great. Making sure that you are on a high probiotics, maybe something like 50 billion live cultures or more. Yes, once you've had a baby, you're not supposed to have sex for 6 weeks. You wait until you go to the doctor for your 6 weeks checkup or your OBGYN, and there she will let you know, okay, fine, you can go and have sex. Or if there's something still going on, she will say, no, you still need to refrain until whenever that is. 18 to 24 hours, yes, 18 to 24 hours, okay? I had my first, 20-hour period last week. Was it last week? Last week or the week after, or the week before, and it was fantastic. I've been having a 2 to 3 period for a long time, and this one less than 1 day period was everything. Like, I can't wait till next month to have like a 1 day period again. It was so beautiful. It was so easy. I didn't have to use really barely anything. I literally changed my pad twice. It was really good. So yes, it's something that can happen, and every woman should aim to have a 1 day period. Use antibiotics for vaginal infection. After I finish my discharge, it's still gray. It's like the infection is not gone. Okay, so you know me, I am not a big fan about antibiotics. I think that it kills everything, the good, the bad, the in-between. So if it is that you have a vaginal infection, may it be yeast or may it be BV, I suggest doing the silver treatment that we have at Cosmic Woman. The silver treatment is an insert, and it's also a douche. It is a liquid silver that heals any kind of infection that you're going to have down there. You can use it if you're pregnant. You can use it if you're not pregnant. You can use it if you have a period, don't have a period. Anyone can use it for that purpose if you have a vagina, of course. How do you focus on the ovaries for pain? You focus on the ovaries for pain by healing the ovaries. Earlier, I spoke about different ways that we can heal the ovaries, right? With the vitamin C and the evening primrose. I also suggest making sure that you use magnesium. If you're having pain, you want a high dose of magnesium. You want to be on probably about 800 milligrams on a daily basis for that. I have PCOS and my last period was April 28th to May 2nd and I have not seen it since. What can I use to see my period? Okay, so we have a tea at Cosmic Woman called the Hello Period Tea. I suggest that. But I also suggest fixing the issue, getting to the root cause of why it is that you're not having this period. Okay, we don't just want to bring down the period every month. We want your body to know that, hey, this is a time for period, like this is a period time. And then your period comes. Okay, so we want to fix that. But the Hello Period will definitely help to bring down the period and also start to do a little healing, which is necessary. What is PCOS? PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And for some women, it means that there are a lot of cysts around the ovary. For some, they don't know unless they do a blood test. So it just really depends. Yes, I will save this live. We save all the lives. I will save this live also. Breast tenderness is killing me. Okay. If you're suffering from breast tenderness and it's really, really, really an issue, I suggest doing the castor oil treatment on your breasts. Not just your abdomen, but also your breasts. I think it will make a huge difference for you. If you need any information about the castor oil treatment, just send us a DM. If you need to purchase anything for it, just send us a DM as well or a WhatsApp message. Okay? You cannot use black Jamaican castor oil, by the way, for this treatment. It has to be cold pressed organic castor oil. What would you recommend for high prolactin and low prolactin levels? Okay, so I would definitely recommend making sure that you detox. Detox, detox, detox. I can't say them enough. You're going to want to detox. Okay, once you detox, you realize the body changes and it shifts, right? I would also suggest going on a female vitamin, a plant-based female vitamin that can give you everything that you need for a female. Also vitamin D3, I would also recommend that. These things will help it if it's high or if it is low. What can you use to fix the digestive system? So the digestive system, detoxing, of course, fixing the foods that you eat, okay? Removing the things that make your reproductive system an issue, okay? And of course, it starts in the digestive system. So we're talking dairy, we're talking pork, we're talking beef, we're talking chicken, we're talking eggs, okay? We're talking soy. These things will affect your digestive system. Liver, kidney, not good. You're eating the digestive system from the animal. Don't do that. I also suggest getting on good bacteria, which is where you would get, which you would use probiotics for to give you the good bacteria in your gut. What do you recommend for damaged tubes and blocked tubes? Okay, so blocked tubes and damaged tubes. There is a huge live on our IG page about that, just like PCOS, right? You're going to want to do a few things. You're going to want to do serapeptase, at least 120 IUs. You're going to definitely want to do castor oil treatments like daily. You will also want to be on concentrated ginger. Okay, so I usually recommend ginger capsules, taking at least 2 every single day. Motherwort, which is a herb, is really good for blocked tubes as well. I do suggest that. And then, of course, depending on everything else, detoxing, of course, is going to be important. Can fibroids be removed without surgery? Fibroids can shrink. We can't remove them like that. We can shrink them, and in shrinking them and stopping the blood supply going to them, they end up shriveling up and dropping out, pretty much. What do you recommend for BV? The silver treatment, a cleanse, and also probiotics. How do you suggest taking the red maca and the vitamin C? So the vitamin C, I would get the capsule, okay? Make sure that there's nothing negative about it. If you're worried about not knowing what's negative and what could be negative, just get one from Cosmic Woman. If it is that you know that, okay, this is a good one based off of whatever, then you do that. 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams, I would say, daily. I would also recommend for the red maca to do maybe, if you're suffering from like PCOS or anything like that, I'd probably do like a tablespoon a day. If you were doing the hormonal tea blend that Cosmic Woman has, it does have red maca in it. So I would suggest you might not have to do red maca because of course it's already in the hormonal tea blend. What do you recommend for cysts and fibroids? Okay, so cysts and fibroids have one thing in common, and that is high estrogen levels. So detoxing, fixing the liver would be good. Castor oil treatments are going to be good. A female vitamin, plant-based, is also going to be great for you. How long should a period last? A healthy period? 18 to 24 hours. How much is the silver treatment? The silver treatment in Jamaica, I believe, is $6,500. It comes with the douche bottle. It comes with the silver. It also comes with the tampons that you're going to have to insert with the silver on it. In the US, I believe it's $40 or $45, if I am not mistaken. What are my chances of getting pregnant with multiple fibroids? What are my chances of getting pregnant with multiple fibroids and age working against me? Okay, so in terms of fibroids, fibroids can make it hard for you to get pregnant, especially if the fibroids are inside of your uterus. So shrinking them, stopping the blood supply is going to be important for you, okay? In terms of age, if you're having a period, I wouldn't be so stressed about age. We would just do things to make sure that your eggs are healthy and they're staying healthy, the ones that you definitely have left, which means that we're going to be working on what? The ovaries. In continuing a new pack of birth control pills through the pill-free week to prevent a period, okay? Okay, so I don't really understand that question. Can you say that again? How much treatment to get pregnant and remove cysts? Okay, so in terms of that, first you would do a consultation, okay? And consultations are $150 US for the phone consultation. Then from there, you would then have to purchase products. Depending on how many products are there, I wouldn't be able to tell you how much your treatment is actually going to cost. And then again, I don't know how long you will have to be on treatment. I have clients that after 2 months, when they have cysts, they get pregnant. I have some that it takes them 8 months, 9 months. So it really just depends on the woman. What can we take to detox? So Cosmic Woman has two amazing detoxes. One is the cellular cleanse. And the other one is the detox cleanse. Those are great for detoxing, cleaning your body, cleaning your blood. All right, you can't clean your body without cleaning the blood. Okay, it's one of the first things you want to do. Hi Ramona, can I take my divine feminine vitamins, etc., while taking blood thinner? Okay, send me a message so I can know what type of blood thinner that you're on. I think that you should be fine, but let's just make sure. What do you suggest works best for blocked tubes? Okay, so I just went in this already. Blocked tubes, you're going to want to do ginger, you're going to want to do serapeptase, you're going to want to do castor oil treatments almost daily, okay? Any oils or drinks for menstrual cramps? Okay, so if you're having menstrual cramps, I suggest you go on magnesium, and you're going to take that every day, not just when you have menstrual cramps, but every day. You can use the hormonal oil, rub it on your abdomen, and then put a heating pad over it. That can help as well. You can also take the hormonal oil and rub it on your ankles, the inside and the outside of your ankles. Do I have 1 day periods? Do I need to stop eating meat? To have a 1 day period, do I have to stop eating meat? So I actually have not stopped completely. Well, I did before when I was suffering from my own reproductive issues. Right now, I do eat meat. I eat chicken sometimes. I eat goat sometimes. I eat fish sometimes. And I still was able to get my 1 day period, which is what I'm so excited about. I was just settling with my 2 day because I was like, okay, well, I'm not really giving up meat like that. So 2 days, fine. I have no pain. I have no stress. I have no bloating. I have no nothing. So I'm not going to complain. I'm grateful. But if you lessen your meat intake, you will see that your period will shorten. If you change the types of pads and tampons you use, you will see that your period will also shorten. When you say a cleanse for BV, which exact cleanse? So I mean the cleanses that we have at Cosmic Woman, the cellular cleanse or the detox cleanse. Either one of those can work. If you have digestive system like a digestive issue like acid reflux, I definitely suggest the Supreme Body. Supreme Body is a tonic that we have. I suggest that. It's really good. You will see the effects really fast, the results really fast. Is age really a major factor when trying to conceive? Yes, it can be, just based off of what your eggs are like, okay? And if you're having a period, how close you are to menopause, and what the body is kind of thinking that should be going on. Age can be a factor. It is a factor, but the oldest woman that I've helped to get pregnant was 50. She had her baby healthy. She had a C-section, but everything went well. Pregnancy went well. So I don't really like to say or think that, oh, okay, if you're 45, you can't get pregnant. I don't think that's the case. Is drinking alcohol truly detrimental when trying to get pregnant? It depends on the type of alcohol. It depends on how often you're having it. If you're trying to get pregnant, I really suggest trying to refrain from alcohol, just like I want you to refrain from dairy, and I want you to refrain from beef and pork and liver and kidney and all those other things. How do you treat endometriosis? Okay, so endometriosis is a fairly little thing, right? It affects so much parts of your body. Endometriosis is also an estrogen-driven condition, and so we're going to have to work a lot on the uterus. It is something that affects the uterus, but it is a hormonal problem, okay? So when it comes to the uterus, I would suggest doing our womb tea. I also suggest doing the hormonal tea, mixing them together. I suggest also doing serapeptase, doing ginger, right? Detoxing, of course. Magnesium to help with any of the pain that you have, maybe the leg pain, the cramping in your abdomen, the cramping in your back. And of course, as I said, detox, detox, detox. No matter what condition you have, you need to be detoxing. Can BV cripple chances of getting pregnant? It's not necessarily that it cripples the chance of getting pregnant, but for some women, it has helped with miscarriages, okay? Because the pH is just so thrown off. So if you are suffering from BV, we need to get to the root of the problem. I suffered from BV for a long, long time, and I hated my vagina. I hated how it smelled. I hated everything about it. I hated, that it was very leaky and wetty, and it was horrible. But there are definitely things that you can do about that. I don't suffer from that anymore. I couldn't tell you the last time I had BV or yeast. And so, yeah, you can definitely do something about that. If your partner has a low sperm count, there are things that we can do for him. Okay, at Cosmic Woman, we can give him a tea, we can give him black maca, we can give him black seed oil, we can give him a male tonic called rhinoceros. I would also suggest he cleanse, okay? If his sperm count is low, he needs to cleanse. I recommend for any type of condition or any type of thing that you have, any detoxing you want to do, I recommend the cellular cleanse and also the detox cleanse. Yes, if you can definitely have magnesium if you suffer from diabetes, you can. Does taking both the cleanse on your website be enough for detoxing, and how long should I take them? Okay, so you're gonna want to detox for 3 months. Okay, 3 months of detoxing, that's what you're gonna want to do. What brand pads do you recommend? Okay, so there are 2 brands that I personally love. Okay, one is Cherish, and the other one is Rain. Well, it used to be called Jewel, and now they rebranded and it's called Rain. They are amazing. They're great. You don't feel wet. You know, there's not a lot of smell, anything like that. What I like about Rain as well is it helps with cramps. Okay, it has something in there called graphene, and it really helps with cramps as well. So those are the 2 options that I would recommend, the ones that I personally use. Anything to treat herpes. If you're interested, send me a DM. That's all I have to say about that. Good night. How much for the detox treatment? Okay, so if you're talking a physical detox treatment, I recommend, well, that in Jamaica, I believe is like 7,000 or 7,500 for the physical detox treatment. If it is that you're going to take a detox, I suggest, of course, the detoxes that we have, the cellular cleanse and also the detox cleanse. How do you know if you're going through menopause? So menopause, usually it's like you're not seeing a period every month anymore. You know, you see a period maybe every 4 months, you know, once a year, twice a year, that type of thing. That's how you know. There are also some symptoms that come with it, like the hot flashes and the nausea and those types of things as well that happens. May God continue to bless you. May your basket never be empty. Thank you, Goddess. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, if you have just had an abortion or a miscarriage, doing a vaginal steam is great. And I don't suggest just doing it one time. I would suggest, let's say you had the abortion or the miscarriage 2 days ago, I would suggest you steam, yes, while you're still bleeding. Steam, wait 2 days, steam again, wait 2 days, steam again. What do you call female vitamin plant-based? Okay, so our feminine divine that we have at Cosmic Woman is a female vitamin. Do you recommend cloth pads? For sure. I definitely recommend cloth pads. They're great for our environment, and of course they're also going to help you to shorten your period and make your periods more easy and more breezy. Just make sure that there is no dye on these cloth pads, okay? Because the dye is going to be toxic. Should I cut out meat during the 3 months, or can I eat anything during the cleanse? If you're cleansing, you want to stop eating as many negative things as you can. Okay, you're cleansing, you're spending money, and you're taking a cleanse. Like, just commit fully. Commit fully. All right, so the horrible meats, stay away from. The beef, the pork, the chicken, stay away from those if you can. We are doing questions and answers. So we're discussing everything. Literally, we've talked about everything other than sex. What do you recommend for settling your nerves? Okay, for settling your nerves, I definitely recommend the womb tea. I also recommend the Supreme Body. It has really great things in there for nerve health. Which brand probiotics do you recommend? I like Renew. Renew is a good one. I also like Naturalello, something like that. I can't even remember how to pronounce it. But that's a good one as well. You want to make sure that it is at least 50 billion live cultures, okay? And when you see the price, you will know. If you're getting it for 15 US dollars, that's not the one. Okay? For vaginal steam, should it be hot or warm? That's the one you sell on the website. Okay, so in terms of the vaginal steam, when you purchase it, you definitely get instructions with it. You get a little pamphlet with it, okay? You want the water to be as warm as you can manage. Like, don't burn up your vagina, right? But you want it as warm as you can get it, all right? I like it hot, 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 hot. But everyone is different. So it just depends on what you can manage. I personally top up my water when I do the vaginal steam very regularly. So when I do some vaginal steams for clients, sometimes I only top up the water twice, right? Because they can still feel the steam and the heat. I could never do that. I could never sit down for 45 minutes to an hour and only top it up twice. There's no way. I'm topping it up like 6 times. How much steam can I get out of the vaginal herb? What's the cost for the Supreme Body? Okay, so if you have gotten, it depends on where you are. If you are in Jamaica and you got like the little packet, that is 2 doses. So you can use that twice, okay? You half it, you use half now, you use half later, okay? If you're in the States, you have gotten a jar that holds 6 treatments in it. Maybe a little bit more. In terms of the Supreme Body is $6,000 and it's 16 ounces. Let's see, guys. Any other questions? Saw that somebody was trying to come on. Let me see what's going on here. Hi, Goddess. Oh, I guess you didn't want it anymore. The liver cleanse, we have a liver cleanse on our website called Liver, which is really, really good. And of course, the detox cleanse is also very good for the liver as well. For low libido, I recommend the hormonal tea blend. That's what you want. The hormonal tea blend will help with your libido. Also, yoni toning classes will help with your libido. For the hello period, how long should we drink it before we should see the period? Every woman is different. I have clients that drink it in 3 days, their period comes. For some, they're drinking it for 2 months before the period comes. Remember, we're not just bringing down the period, but we're trying to do healing as well. Okay? How much Supreme Body or detox cleanse should we take for the month? Is it the bottle? Sorry, everything's moving up so fast. It is a bottle per month? Okay, so no. The Body Supreme or the detox cleanse, those are not going to last you more than 2 weeks, okay? And I definitely want you on those for a while. The Supreme Body even longer than the cleanse. So you could do the cleanse for 2 months. Supreme Body, I'm going to want you on that longer because that's not really a cleanse. It is like it is creating healing. Hormonal imbalances, we went through this already. There are so many things that we can do for hormonal imbalance. Check back once this live is finished. We spoke a lot about that at the beginning of the live. Cosmic Woman has a lot of things that can help to balance the hormones, okay? No matter what the situation is with the hormones. What if a female suffers from vaginal infection? Should, I don't know, get cured too? I don't know. I'm not sure what she's trying to say, but if you have a vaginal infection, you definitely want to do something about that. If you do nothing about it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So you want to do something about that. And if it is that you want to do something about that, Using the silver treatment, doing a cleanse, using the probiotics, those things will definitely help you. Females cannot use black maca. Okay, they cannot use black maca. That is for males only. I only feel so it sometimes, and it feels like inside closer to the outside or on the right side. I'm not sure what you're saying, having a slight pain around the anus. Okay, if you have pain around the anus, maybe before the period, during the period, or regularly, I really suggest that you look into maybe it could be endometriosis. We find a lot of times when women suffer from endometriosis that their bowels, that their anus, that anything in terms of that area becomes an issue. Okay. So I would definitely suggest you doing something about that, going to go do an ultrasound, see what's going on with your digestive system. The Supreme Body will help with sleep. It will help you sleep. It is not for sleep, but it can help you with sleep. Melatonin is also very good for sleep. We do not sell that at Cosmic Woman, but you can find that on the internet. You can find that. Hello Period helps you to bring down your period. Okay, it helps to heal the fact that your period has been missing and is not regulated. Okay, so the bleach smell that you have while you're pregnant, right? It's just your hormones. It's just your hormones doing all kinds of things. Okay. If there's no infection, if there's no bacterial vaginosis, then I would not stress about it at all. Okay, if you are taking any of the tonics and you have kept them in the fridge and you stopped taking them for a month, you can definitely return to taking them a month after. Yes, they are still good as long as they are in the fridge. Okay, so if you have anything like a polyp, you're going to want to cleanse. Okay, depending on where the polyp is. If the polyp is in your uterus, then we're going to definitely want to be doing something for the uterus. If the polyp is in your digestive system, then we're going to want to do something extra for your digestive system. Okay, so yes, I definitely do support women who are pregnant and also who have just birthed their baby, which we call postpartum. We have a few different services. We have the prenatal consultation. We also have a birth class called hypnobirthing, and this teaches you different positions to go in while you're in labor. It teaches you how to breathe. It connects you, dad, and baby together even more. And it also helps you to have energy after the baby. Of course, I go into lactation. I go into what should be in your hospital bag. I go into all these different things as well when you take either of those courses. Detox, Supreme Cleanse, and Detox Cleanse. Those are going to be great. If a female suffers from vaginal infection, what do you sell for the male to get the cure? If the male is being reinfected, he needs to cleanse. Okay, he definitely needs to cleanse. What can help with thin lining of the vagina? The lining of the thin lining of the vagina, is that the uterus you mean, or is that the vagina? Let me know. I'm not sure what you're saying there. Uterine fibroids, we have a lot of things for uterine fibroids because it's a hormonal issue. Okay, and if you suffer from fibroids, I'm going to tell you, just like if you suffer from PCOS or endometriosis, get a consultation. It allows me to be able to help you there. I don't know where your fibroids are. I mean, I guess it's uterine, so it's probably inside the uterus, if that is what the doctor called it. So you're going to want to fix the actual uterus, inside of the uterus, heal the uterus, stop the blood supply going to the fibroids. And you're going to do that by balancing your hormones. And we have a lot of things for balancing the hormones. We have hormone tea, we have hormonal oil, we have vitamins, minerals. I mean, the list goes on. What can a woman use to not get pregnant without taking birth control? Not have sex when you're ovulating? I mean, that's what I do. I just don't have sex while I'm ovulating so that I don't get pregnant. Like, that is literally what I do. Unless you're going to put in an IUD. And if you're going to put in an IUD, you want to make sure that you put in an IUD that has no hormones in it. Cervical polyp, again, you're going to want to cleanse. You're going to want to balance the hormones, but you're definitely going to want to cleanse. If you've lost a tube due to an ectopic pregnancy, you want to make sure that other tube that you have is extremely healthy. What you also want to make sure is that there is no scar tissue from that side moving on to the other side, the other tube, or the tube that you actually have left. So doing something like serapeptase with some ginger, with some castor oil treatments, with a little bit of mother's wort every day will definitely help that. The WhatsApp number is 876-406-2764. Again, 876-406-2764. Yes, or you can use a condom. I mean, I hate them, so I'm just like, I hate condoms. And when I say that, I don't mean that condoms aren't good. I'm just saying I don't enjoy them, which is why I don't sleep around, because I don't enjoy them. But yes, condoms definitely can help you not get pregnant as well, for sure. Okay, guys, so we are at that time where we have to tune out. We got a lot of questions in today. I hope that you guys got a little bit better understanding of how to heal or treat your condition that you're suffering from, or a condition that someone you know is suffering from. Males can take the detox cleanse or the supreme cleanse. Yes, they can. They sure can. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of Womb Wednesday. If you're not following the Vagina Lady, please do so on IG so that you don't miss out on anything that happens there. Thanks again, guys. It's a pleasure to be a part of your Wednesdays. Love and light to all of you. See you guys next week. Same time. Bye.